Him
Dude.
versus Ciryl Gane, that's very interesting.
For sure. And I know the power is going to translate over to heavyweight. That's not going anywhere.
100%,
He'll be able to
man.
flatline heavyweights.
100%, especially with zero weight cut.
Yeah.
Talk about that co-main event. Ciryl Gane taking on, or Ciryl Gane taking on Alex Pereira.
Yeah, but stop it right there, though, too, Kamaru. I even think that's wrong. I think there's so many contenders at light heavyweight for Pereira to go through. I just feel like there are still a lot of names to be taken out before there is a big matchup at light heavyweight. But I also get it.
There was one name.
Well, there's a lot, man. There's Oldberg, who he's never fought. Of course, he could beat him.
Yeah, Oldberg.
There's Hamzat Chimaev. If he defends that title at
Hamzat's not there yet. So right now, there's only one guy.
But it was something in the making where they're both kind of tweeting to each other or whatnot. And then two, I think even fighting for an interim title. I think if anything, and then just check this out. If you are going to fight for that third belt, it's got to be the undisputed belt, man. It takes a little bit of what being a triple champ is, and he's also going up against a dude that was already papping up the undisputed champ. So, I can see where the odds are actually coming from. So I just feel like if Pereira was to stick around at light heavyweight a little bit more, fight undisputed right away. No more interim, none of that. He just waits and he's granted that.
I'm trying to understand. So you're saying that he should be granted that only if he sticks around light heavyweight a bit longer?
I would say a fight or two, yes.
But Henry Cejudo, you're asking Alex Pereira to hang around for what could be, for maybe Hamzat comes up or not. Maybe
and maybe not Hamza. What I'm trying to tell you is you take your chances. You take your chance.
Gane on Proton, bro. I think it'll be a fun fight. I think Gane shoots on Proton, though. A lot of people think it's just gonna be kickboxing, but I think Gane might try and switch it up for him, like how Francis Ngannou did to Gane. Tripped him out, confused him a little,
I'm not counting Alex Pereira out here because Alex Pereira does have the power to really change things. And listen, he is definitely, your confidence is at its all-time high. Listen, no one can tell you anything about your abilities and what you can or can't do. Because if that was the case, then we felt this way when Alex Pereira said he was wanting to go to light heavyweight. We felt this way. We don't know how he would do. Now he dominated that weight class. So I'm not going to feel that way about him going to heavyweight, especially when that heavyweight division right now is kind of struggling with the depth in the talent that they have. So I think this is a good thing for that heavyweight division to throw Alex Pereira in the mix there. Now you've got Tom Aspinall, now you've got Ciryl Gane, you've got Alex Pereira, not to mention you've got Waldo Acosta. So there's guys there. You still got Curtis Blades in there. There's guys there. So I get it. I like it. But listen, this card, I like it.
Fight, obviously, Alex Pereira going up to heavyweight is something that's been long discussed, and I guess the big thing is, like, is he going for history? Is he not? It's the interim belt. Like, if he wins this fight, are you going to consider him the first 3-division UFC champion, or does he have to get undisputed?
I would.
Yeah,
I would. I absolutely would.
Even though it's interim.
I mean, like, interim, like, yes, like, the difference is just putting a word in front of it. But it's like Ciryl Gane is still champion. Well, and that's another thing too, right? What we have to find out is Ciryl Gane championship level material. Like, skill wise, I do believe he is, but mentally and just emotionally and with his entire being, is he championship level material? And that's what we want to find out, because we've seen him lose against Francis. He went in the fight, but just made the silly mistake at the end. And then we saw him completely lay an egg against John Jones. And that's not championship level material, but he's seemed to have matured into it. Now, when he was fighting Tom Aspinall, he showed championship level material fighting, even though it was a little dirty. And that's another thing. Can he fight cleanly with championship level material behind him? And that's what I want to see from him. But because he hasn't really shown that in the past, again, that kind of, for me, knocks it.
The world of fight sports is absolutely reeling right now, struggling to come to terms with what once seemed completely impossible suddenly becoming very real. Alex Pereira and Ciryl Gane are actually set to face off in this massive battle at the White House, and nobody could have possibly seen this coming. We're talking about two of the most elite strikers in their respective systems, operating at the absolute highest level of combat sports, now on a collision course for one of the most unexpected and intriguing bouts in mixed martial arts history. What makes this even crazier is that experts from around the world are already weighing in, and the community is deeply divided on how this plays out. The big question everyone is asking is simple. Will Pereira's devastating knockout power be too much for Gane to handle, or will Gane's superior movement, footwork, and technical striking prove too much for Pereira to overcome?
They had to make do with what they have. They would have loved to have Jones on there, but I hope Alex wins. That's crazy. At 3 times, yeah. Gane's no joke, and Gane can dance around him. Gane's slick to knock him out as well. But I think Alex can knock him out too.
As we look ahead to Alex Pereira versus Ciryl Gane in what's being built as a battle for the interim heavyweight championship, Chael Sonnen has shared a fascinating and somewhat concerning perspective. He believes this fight could end up being far more significant than people realize. According to Sonnen, if Pereira wins but a unification bout with Tom Aspinall doesn't happen due to contracts, scheduling, or behind-the-scenes complications, the interim title could effectively become the real championship. And that's where things get frustrating for fans. The biggest fight everyone wants to see could keep getting delayed. When you really break it down, there's a genuine possibility this situation plays out exactly the way Sonnen is warning.
That interim belt gets promoted to undisputed at some point. Now the other side of the coin, if you can't, let's just say Alex wins, right? And I'm not trying to pan Ciryl, but for the sake of the hypothetical that we're laying out here, let's say that Alex wins and you can't end up making the fight with Tom. Whether Tom's hurt or Tom's going down a dangerous road that I've seen before. It's a very dangerous road where I want to fight anybody. I can't believe this. You're the promotion. Bring me that guy. I deserve him. Bring me that son of a bitch. Make him do it. You got a contract with him. Lock us in the cage and let us do this.
Chael Sonnen also points to something deeper, a shift in mindset that could impact the entire division. He explains that the anyone, anywhere, anytime attitude fighters once had can slowly change when outside influences step in. Managers, promoters, and advisors begin guiding decisions, leading fighters toward different opportunities and second thoughts about certain matchups. It's a pattern Sonnen says he has seen many times. What starts as a simple fight between two competitors often turns into a complicated web of negotiations, delays, and missed opportunities that can stretch on for months or even years. While Pereira still seems to carry that raw competitive edge, the real danger is that regardless of who wins, the heavyweight division could be left in limbo. Without a proper unification bout, the division risks staying stuck in uncertainty, leaving fans without the clarity they're waiting for.